Take us away, Mr. Breen.
We don't have an intro for Superman?
No.
Have yourself
A Merry Super Christmas.
Da 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 da. See what I did there? Da 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 da. Da da da.
I cannot.
You will believe a man can, whatever the hell it is he's doing.
The trusty can
Da
fly.
da 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 da.
Look, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's a super frog.
It's me being thrown across the room. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Geeky Puppet Show here on the Geeky Puppet Show today. For what?
Where are we?
For
For what? A Geeky Puppet Super Christmas special.
Yes, yes.
Adventures of Superman, issue 462. But before we get into this issue, let's meet our cast and crew. Feeling green and jolly, it is, of course, the comic book frog of comic book frogs. It's Comic Book Frog.
Hi, I'm your Santa today.
You're Super Santa.
Super Secret Santa. I must kill you all. And to the right of me, he's trusty. He is also gonna be one of the people in the comic tonight. We won't tell you. It's gonna be a surprise. I'll just say he might be a little bit of Mason though.
If you look below, shining bright to see, it's a never-dying Christmas tree.
Leo Morality, turn.
Oh, look,
Tell us
it's
when
also,
that thing's gonna die.
it's also not every Alice in the world. Brr on you.
Hello, everyone. Bon Natale.
And to the left of her, we have playing the other Alice. It's Alice and Alice. Woo! Yes.
Eric Breen.
Trusty, would you like to say something since they stepped all over your intro?
You know, I had a little song and everything.
You had a song and a dance?
I don't know.
You're a grown man. You shouldn't have little songs. You should have huge songs.
You know.
Let's go ahead and do it.
You do it. Go ahead. Okay. All right. It's the most Superman time of the year.
Ooh.
There'll be kryptonite greening and much Eric Breening when readings are near. It's the most Superman time of the year.
Yes.
I
Yes.
beautiful. To never do that again.
We should
Do it more. I need
I'm
more.
gonna tell you right now that we're clipping that, and that's gonna be uploaded as a short.
That's what I was about to say. Do that. That's beautiful.
That was great. Okay.
Eric just loves it when I work his name into a song. He just loves it so much.
He's braining from ear to ear.
Yes, he is braining from ear to ear.
Braining is like the word that Stanley can't say. It's an adjective. It's a verb. It's a pronoun.
It's still weird hearing that on live streams that I'm not on.
Yeah.
I heard it once on a live stream that they didn't know I was in chat yet. So I said it's taken on a life of its own.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be in the next time we're doing a reading. It'll be a reading for you. All right. I forgot. I'm sharing the comic book here.
Yes, please share.
I'm like, where's the puppet thing doing his job?
What do you mean? I thought you had the book up.
I did have the book up. Now I have it up again. And let's go back.
There we go.
Let's do this.
Palpatine not doing his job.
He never does his job.
What do you mean? I'm at Publix all the time. The Adventures of Superman. Homeless for Christmas. Homeless for the holidays.
I'm so super broke.
Hey,
Literally me.
Yes, written by Roger Stern, illustrated by the beautiful Dan Jurgens and R.T. Thibert. Yes,
R.T. Bear.
Did she write comics?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if that's why she's living in a storage closet.
But
oh,
at least she's part of the Whisper Network.
Ding, 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 ding.
take these randoms. I'll take the female random.
Here, Mr.
But-
Green.
Begorra! Thank you, young man. Merry Christmas.
What children? What do you say, Johnny?
Look, Bob, there's a black man.
Black Irish.
Merry Christmas, honky. No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wow, somebody discipline little Zach. Agora, and thank you, sir. A Merry Christmas to you.
And to you. I love this time of year. There's such a spirit of joy in the air, as well as a smell of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought we'd invite your Aunt Flo over for the holidays.
Oh, she'd love that.
Andy, you sound drunk.
It's Trusty's sidekick back when he was younger.
It's me?
Yeah, that's Max. That's macking on some lady. Yeah,
I thought that was Roy Thomas.
maybe.
Gonna be a white Christmas after all.
Oh, shit.
Jingle bells, jingle all the fuck.
Batmobile lost a wheel and Joker got away.
Do you really think I will like your tie?
That was for the explos. I did the little squeaky.
What?
Thibert.
I don't believe this. Somebody is definitely not into the spirit of things. Time for me to beat the shit out of them until they get Christmas cheer.
Or turn into Dick Tracy.
Yeah, he's wearing Dick Tracy's costume right now.
From the sound of things, the problem is about 6 blocks away.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I see the trouble. Hardly an emergency, but given the season,
Dun, dun, dun.
it wouldn't hurt to offer some assistance.
I just do not believe this. We only have 2 floors to go. You're sure you can't fix it?
Agora! Sorry, Jer. But the engine's shot, Captain. I'll have to lower the load back down and send for a replacement.
There go our bonuses. We'll never finish before Christmas now.
But I'm
Never
giving it
finished
all I
reading
got,
before
sir.
Christmas.
She's just not responding.
We'll never finish this reading before Christmas.
Excuse me, may I give you men both a hand?
Oh my!
Holy jeez. Oh, sorry.
That's quite
Holy
a
hosannas! Their narrator.
Superman, home for the holidays. Created by
Screenplay.
Jerry Siegel and Joe Schuster.
Just tell me where you want this.
What do you really want? Okay.
Agora! Yeah, sure.
All right.
Hey, sweet narrator, who did the words?
Roger Stern.
You just called yourself sweet. Just saying.
Yo,
Oh.
You have to love yourself before you can love others.
If you can't be with the
baby.
one you love, honey, love yourself. What?
yo, baby, who did those sweet pictures?
Man, that would be Dan Jurgens.
Okay, but what about the letters?
Albert de Guzman.
And who did the coloring?
Glenn Whitmore.
That was Zach Moore.
Who's Santa's helper?
That would be John Peterson.
Who's that jolly old elf over there?
Mike Cullen.
Who gets a hearty welcome back? Connor.
That would be Artie Bear.
Oh, he's the finisher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my.
So we're finished with these credits. Let's go.
Yes, we are.
Jer, what's the union gonna say about this?
Hey, we're supposed to work with steel, ain't we? And he's the man of steel, right?
RIGHT.
That's what it means to me.
Superman, the men and I want you to know how much we appreciate your help.
That's
No,
all
none of
right.
us will get Christmas bonuses because we're not on the job long enough. Thanks for ruining the holidays, you git.
You
Yeah, but don't-
non-union bastard.
Don't worry, John Byrne will be happy to know that his drill will last longer.
Mm-hmm.
It was my pleasure to rip you off. Holy crap, you brought up a tree.
We'll always erect when we always erect a tree when we top off a building.
Yeah, that's an old custom.
Care to join us for sandwiches and coffee?
Thanks, but I wish I could, but I have better food to eat
No.
and other ladies to see and other
Mhm.
commitments.
Mhm.
Cha-cha.
And surprising, a busy guy like you have yourself a good one, you hear?
Mhm.
Good rest
Rest
ye
ye
merry
merry
gentlemen.
gentlemen,
let
let
nothing
nothing
you
you
dismay.
Remember
Ah,
Christ the Sage. Oh, sorry.
that felt good.
Begorra!
I hope they like the cream in their coffee. But seriously, cut into my morning. I'd better retrieve my hat and coat from where I left them. And step on it. It wouldn't do to be late for my last day at the planet.
What?
Yes, because in this time, I was going to work for the Daily Globe.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's not the Daily Bugle.
My last day,
Hey!
hard to believe that I won't be working anymore. But at least I'll always remember these floating heads.
Mm-hmm.
The people here have become like a second family to me. Barry, Jimmy, Lois, even Kat Grant and her sweet ass. In
Mm-hmm.
their own particular way.
Mm-hmm.
But when career opportunities beckon, you can't ignore them. I couldn't very well pass up Colin Thornton's offer to become managing editor of News Time. Could I? So the planet's been a big part of my life. These past few years, I'm going to miss this wrecking crew.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, all. Hello, Charlie, Dave, anybody? Bueller?
Bueller?
Why are they all giving me the cold shoulder? Because I'm leaving? I wouldn't have thought.
Kent! Just the man I'm looking for. Oh, that's not Harry.
Lois, new pack of smokes? Hi. New hairstyle? Definitely not the voice.
This is for you.
Oh, you didn't have to. Hey, this is an empty box, you...
Well, you are cleaning out your desk today, aren't you? Excuse me. Some of us still have work to do.
What have you done? More than me. Except complain about your mother being in hospital because of Lex Luthor.
Over 1,600 miles due west, another kind of work proceeds within a remote Rocky Mountain Research Center.
Rocky Mountain High?
Colorado.
Research Center.
And though this facility is secretly owned by industrialist Lex Luthor, the work currently underway is not to his liking.
Thank you, Mr. Knight.
It's upsetting to be so helpless, isn't it, Lex? I felt much the same way.
Put me down.
You're also fat and ugly.
Before I
Oh
freed
my goodness to you!
Before I freed my mind from the body that you had kept drugged. But look at me now. And look at you.
Don't stop me now. Having a good time.
Go ahead, Brainiac. Gloat while you can. My disappearance will not go unnoticed. My step will launch a worldwide set for me.
I think not. You forget, Lex.
Is that a new?
I control Dr. Happerson here, and through him, your entire communications network. The two of us have created a quite convincing computer-generated image of yourself. In fact, at this very moment, you are broadcasting some most welcome news to your home office in Metropolis.
I'll be spending the next month in the islands. Issue holiday bonuses for all employees, equal to 1/2 each person's profit-sharing benefit for the year. Season's greetings, all.
Huh, Mr. L, thanks to you. This will be a Christmas to remember.
Wow, I was issued this nameplate the first week I came to work at the planet. It's outlasted 4 staplers, 3 coffee mugs, 2 readings, and a taste dispenser in a pear tree. Guess I should take it with me. Also, where did I get that pear tree from? It won't be used to anyone here unless they hire a reporter with the same name. Imagine that, a legacy Clark Kent. I fought a lot of deadlines in this room, but I wasn't alone in that. There were plenty of good times, too. A lot of good people. Hey, Julie! More! What do you say we hit Enrico's for lunch? My treat.
Sorry, Kent.
Busy.
Whipped.
Those lazy sons of... So much for camaraderie.
Kent, my office. Oh, Kent, my office. Now.
Sure, Chief. Be right there. I
should have read that line just to get you back. But
I didn't mean to do that.
I know. Actually, I thought it was Perry too, so that's your fault.
I'll
Man,
be right
Perry
there.
sounds more like Lois every day.
Kent, I've never minced words with you before, and I have no intention of starting now.
Yes, sir.
The editor's job at News Time is a plum. I won't deny that. The planet has nothing to match the challenges you'll find there, and probably won't until I retire. Being an editor isn't the same as being a reporter or a columnist.
I thought you were going to say communist. I think I can handle it.
What do you think I was going to say? A 5th columnist? I don't think you can. You're kind of mamby-pamby. That's not the point. I was there where you are once.
When I was a boy.
When I was a boy, I gave up reporting to sit behind a desk. And as my ass spread, I've never forgotten what it's like to chase down a story or a donut.
And you haven't missed it.
That I haven't missed it.
You get a donut every day, Chief. I watch.
You get a big delight out of every bite.
Hostess Donuts?
You're a good newspaper man, Kent. You'll do fine. Just trust in your instincts and always pay off the right people. If you ever need advice, for God's sake, don't think of me as a competitor.
I won't, Barry. Thanks.
Think of me as the guy who's going to bury your ass. And if you ever come to your senses and return to reporting, I'll skin you alive if you don't call me first. Is that clear?
As a bell, Chief.
Now get the fuck out of here. In that case, I think these people have something to say.
Huh?
Surprise!
cold shoulders, the silent treatment. It was all a put on, even your manly voice, Lois.
Yes. What else? I look at those big 90 shoulders, man. Oof. I'm going to miss you, Clark. You're the best competition a reporter ever had. We are all going to miss you, Clarky. Loads and loads.
Can't.
Oh, go ahead.
But gonna miss ya.
Mr. Clean, thanks. In all the years I've worked here, I've never heard you say more than 2 words in a row. It's usually fuck you. I feel honored. I don't know what to say, but
Choke it up, boy.
Goodbye, Mr. Witt. Merry Christmas, and I hope it's because I put something in your drink. Haha.
Mm-hmm.
I get the last revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everybody. Am I too late?
Hey, Zach.
Go look at that.
I'm not racist.
We don't know that yet.
Well, Olson, you missed a big moment of surprise, but not by much. Welcome back, not my son.
Yes. Come in, Jimmy. It's good to have you back.
Well, it's good to be back, Miss Lane. Just got back from a meeting.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the double X's on his shirt. So.
It's always like Jimmy to be late for Mad Men in the Box.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody noticed.
You were out so long, you really had us worried.
Oh, I'm okay. I've gotten a clean bill of health, and my hair's all grown back, and mostly.
You look great, Jim. Really great. You smell good too.
Thanks, Mr. Ken, but gosh, I still can't believe you're leaving. I almost dropped the phone when Alice called to tell me. It won't be the same here without you.
Jimmy's right. Alice organized this party, but all of us wanted you to know that.
Here now, Kent's not going overseas. He's just moving across town. And this is still the nation's greatest newspaper. Not like that Daily Bugle rag.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let any of you rest on your laurels. If you wanted that, go work for that Jameson guy.
Yeah.
I hope you're ready to get back to work, Olson.
Gosh, yes, Chief.
And Perry's right. Wait, Spider-Man is a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's telling them, Perry. The platypus.
Mm-hmm.
I never meant that wait, is that me?
Yes, you.
Yeah. I never meant that the paper would fall apart. It's just with Mr. Kent leaving, it's like the end of an era.
The PG era.
Mm-hmm.
You're not making it easy to say goodbye. So much of my adult life is tied up here. Even these halls seem like old friends. Just right over there, I lost my virginity.
Mm-mm.
There, I just lost it again.
What was it that Ma used to say? Never love anything that can't love you black. I mean, back, right?
Back in black?
Good advice, but I couldn't follow it any more than she could. What? No one's going to read the paper?
Daily Planet! Mysterious Superman saves space plane.
You know why it says Daily Planet?
'Cause you suck!
'Cause we scoop the bugle.
Yeah.
Go scoop yourself!
Speaking of scoops, I lost how many times I used this closet as a bathroom.
Ew.
And then I changed into Superman's working clothes in this storeroom as well. It's not hard to feel nostalgic over. Wait, what's that smell? Eh? Someone's crying. Such a faint, plaintive sound it's coming from inside the storage room. Alice, are you on drugs again?
Sorry, Alice doesn't live here anymore.
Well, apparently she does.
Alice, are you all right in there?
Oh no, somebody heard. Who is there?
It's his opportunity knocking.
Mm-hmm.
It's Clark Kent, Alice. Lois told me the party was your idea. I wanted to thank you. Alice?
No. No, don't come in.
Alice?
No, don't come in.
Dear God, she's naked.
No, she's not.
I thought it was Garth. I thought I heard you crying. Are you?
Sure, and I'm okay. Really.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry, but are you ill? That sleeping bag.
No, oh, what's the use? I live here.
Great shades of Elvis! You've been living at the Planet? Why weren't you living at the Bugle? Why?
Because James is a heartless bastard.
I'd charge you double.
Yeah, I had nowhere else to go. I lived in the same apartment all my life with Mama. Mama had always read The Planet, and she was so very proud when I got into the paper's high school internship program. I'd planned to bring her up here to meet all of you.
Good Lord, she already looked 60.
Yeah, but I never got the chance.
Yeah, Miranda played that character too.
Yes, I did. Sure, I did. You have to understand, Mama was in her 40s when I was born. She was always frail, and after Papa died, well, she never really got over losing him. She was in the hospital for nearly 3 months. She held on for one last Christmas with me. Her final illness wiped all her savings and then some. Still, by then, I was working here full time. I might have managed to keep the apartment. If the landlord hadn't decided to convert the place to condos, where I couldn't raise the down payment, he had me evicted. I got a room at the YWCA and tried to find another place, but rents in Metropolis are so high. And the rental agents all wanted 3 months security deposit, plus the first month's rent in advance. I couldn't afford that. I checked some out-of-town listings, but I couldn't afford the rent and the cost of commuting. I couldn't stay at the Y forever, and I was scared to death of the shelters. I needed something I could hold on to. The Planet was the only life I had left, so I just moved in. That was 3 years ago. Shh, easy. It's okay.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that in a building full of investigative reporters, you've been here for 3 years?
Yes.
You're all fired!
I mean, I didn't notice either, Perry.
And you should have, Clark.
And he can sneak through walls.
They're lead walls.
Except for that storeroom.
They have lead paint.
Except for the storeroom.
All those years of Clark stepping on me as he jumped out the window.
That's for years I changed in there.
I was the all-purpose intern. I had keys to most offices. I cooked in the kitchenette, showered in the company health club, slept in the storerooms. Mostly, though, I worked night shift as well as days. It kept my mind off things. I kept trying to save money for an apartment, but the rents kept getting up too. Besides, I'm still paying off Mama's medical bills.
Oops. You were always gentle on my mind.
Yes.
No matter how early I came in, I used to kid you about it, asking if you lived here. Wait a minute. I'm firing myself.
I can hire you over at the other place.
Whatever that place is.
You smiled and told me you had a cot in a storeroom. And I thought you were joking. My God, I'm an idiot.
That's right.
I had to joke about it. I couldn't let you know I was really living here. I was too ashamed. Ah, Alice, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You did nothing wrong. What happened to you happens to a lot of people. I know. I've seen army widows struggle to get by on their husband's death benefits.
Yeah, my dad was reported missing in action. My mom almost lost everything. If my grandparents hadn't been there to help, I don't know what we'd have done.
Lois and Jim are right, Alice. A lot of people live close to the edge. My parents still farm a small place, a piece of land in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like every year they face a drought or a deluge or both. I help as much as I can as Superman. I mean, I'd offer to help you too, but if I'd known.
We all would have helped.
Ah, sure, and that's very nice of you, but...
I'm just kidding. Get out.
Mm,
I mean, no, Alice.
you
No
cranky old bastard.
buts. You've been struggling alone for too long. I won't allow you to spend another Christmas in some storeroom. Here, have a broom closet. In fact, it's time we reminded the whole city what this season is about.
Chief?
That's-
What?
Hello, Manny. Yeah, and a happy Hanukkah to you. Has page 1 been set up yet? Good. No. Hold off on it. We're going to scoop that no account Daily Bugle again.
Yeah.
And there's something I want to add.
I think this is Perry.
I think this is Perry, yeah.
Yeah, it's Perry's words.
For a few weeks every December, we all seem to go a little crazy. Or perhaps it's the rest of the year where we're crazy, and this is the season when we regain our sanity. Whatever the case, we act as if we've suddenly found something good in all of us. Mostly whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
We want to laugh and sing and celebrate our wonderful discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Good God, it's 12 degrees. Then come the first of the year. The celebrations abruptly end and we go back to grousing about our jobs and our taxes and what a rotten deal we've got. But it doesn't have to be that way. With little effort, we can hang on to this feeling of goodwill. With a little thought, we might realize how lucky this guy is that he's not reading the Bugle.
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Look around, and you'll see that some of us are not so well off. Some have no jobs to grouse about. Some do not have enough to eat. Others sleep huddled in doorways or over gratings, using copies of this paper to keep warm because they've used the Bugle to wrap fish.
Mm-hmm.
These unfortunates are our brothers and sisters, but all too often we look away as they pass. It's about time we stop doing that. It's about time. It's about place. It's about time to slap your face. Oh, that's that. If you're old enough, you got that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time we reminded ourselves that the shabbily dressed stranger shuffling by is another human being. Maybe he's not a worthless bum. Maybe he's just had a run of bad luck. Maybe he's a terrorist. I don't know.
If you got that earlier reference, you're probably buying this comic book off the shelf when it came out.
Mhm.
Oh, you'd have to be a lot older than that. But we'll never know unless we make an effort to find out. Every day. Oh, is it? I am ready to continue monologuing.
Yes.
Every day, our newspapers and television bring us news of suffering around the world. And it often seems too much to take. Perhaps that is why we try to ignore the misery closer to home. Perhaps we look away out of guilt or embarrassment or angora. Oh, that's look back. Never mind. And perhaps some of us look away out of fear. That little more than a single paycheck keeps us from joining the ranks of the homeless. My God, they saw this future coming. But whatever the reasons, we cannot continue this way. Precious lives are being wasted, and it diminishes us all to allow such a thing. This is our problem, and we must not run away from it. We should get in our cars and drive away from it. A frightening, growing percentage of our city's homeless are families, often single-parent families. Imagine what it's like to be that child. Imagine what it's like to have no home for your child at Christmas. What hope is there for these new homeless? By now, a lot of you are probably throwing up your hands in despair. I'm not Superman, you cry. What can I do? The answer is simply, whatever you can. No one is asking you to save the world, and it's not necessary that you be able to fly. People like yourself are already working with a score of organizations, from the Metropolis Human Services Coalition to the Salvation Army. These organizations do as good a job as they can, but they could do better with your help. The kitchens and the missions work with the most needy, providing food, shelter, and warm clothing. Your donations of clothing can give Christmas to those who would have missed it. Your donations of food can help give homeless people the strength to go on another day.
In the arms of an angel. Sorry.
And your donations, we're being serious here. Knock it off, Frog. And your donations of time will keep these organizations running, as will your donations of money. Whatever you can give, whatever you can do, will help.
Subscribe now, ko-fi.com/Puppetine.
But please, don't think you can just donate to Ko-Fi and that'll be enough. The puppets need all the help they can get. And forget about the puppets for another year. I just don't have the capacity to remain serious. This is a problem that will not be solved overnight. Not even with Puppetine's help. Some of our city's homeless are tormented by mental problems. It will take an extra effort to win their trust. Others cannot turn their backs on drugs or alcohol. For them, we may be able to offer little more than our prayers.
And that guy's dead.
Metropolis is a prosperous city. But with each passing year, good, hard-working men and women find it more difficult to find affordable housing here. Every year, there are more luxury condos and fewer row homes. This, too, is part of the problem we must not forget when January arrives. There are many ways we can attack the problem. We can petition our city council to create incentives for the construction of more low and middle income housing. And they were doing so well, but here comes the virtue signal. We can donate time and labor to organizations such as Habitat for Humanity or the Baker Line Neighborhood Housing Service. But we must do something.
I'm not sure who that is behind us.
Alice, are you all right?
Oh, that's the other Alice.
Alice,
No, get off my line. Sure. Oh, yes, I'm fine. I guess I just get a little melancholy around Christmas. This was Mama's favorite time of the year.
I understand.
Ah, this is so nice of you, Mrs. White. Let me impose on your holiday. And on such short notice.
It was Perry's idea. I don't give two shits about you. One Alice is enough.
I did not know her last name was Zach.
No. Oh.
I mean, it's no imposition. As long as you don't get any of my Chesterfields. And please, call me Alice. Oh dear, that might cause some confusion.
Ah, shouldn't Mama always called me Ali?
Mama always called me shithead.
Well, that's not surprising.
Allie it is, then. I've been doing some figuring, and the way I see it, I've been monologuing for half an issue, and you've been putting in at least a half a shift in overtime for 3 years without proper compensation. I'd say the planet owes you plenty.
Ah, shouldn't, but I didn't.
That's all right. I'm stealing it out of petty cash. Let me finish. I'm going to use that fact as a wedge to pry a living wage out of management for you so that you can afford a decent place of your own. Until you do, you can stay in our storeroom.
Yes. Here, with you and Mrs. White.
Okay. Doesn't mind.
Of course, Allie. We need somebody to clean the floors, to dust. You wouldn't believe the cobwebs around here. And that's just between. I'm just kidding. Ever since our son Jerry moved out, we've had more room than we need. You're more than welcome to stay.
Oh, thank you.
Jerry's working that construction site.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome, of course. Don't mention it. Really. It's too bad you're not hot. We could have gotten something going.
Perry's got 2 Alices now.
Later, a few miles outside of Smallville, Kansas.
Is that Mom, Ken?
I think so, might be.
Oh, my, yes. I do believe this is going to be one of my best mince pies ever.
I'd say you're right. It smells so goddamn good. I homed in on the aroma. In fact, I think I caused an air collision at the 81st Airport. He was right behind me.
No, it just crashed in the yard.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Ma. Sorry I'm late.
He brought his laundry.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right, dear. We just got back from the candlelight service at church ourselves.
Could they afford the
There's
electricity?
another line she has, too. You hang off my line.
Yeah, you did your line.
No, there's a line at the bottom. Look, there's another.
And I was commenting something, woman. Gosh. Now,
Okay, thank you, lad. On into the living room with you now. Papa has a surprise for you.
A surprise from Papa.
Mm-mm.
Merry Christmas, Pa. Lana.
Ah, you figured out my surprise.
What is it?
Merry Christmas.
Now get off. You stop
my-
that.
Is that Asian Jonathan Kent?
Yes, his Asian kind of thing.
It's old Tim Lim. Or Ron. I don't know.
Yes, who can tell the difference? Ah,
He can't.
yes. Oh. Merry Christmas, Clark.
I didn't realize you were out of the hospital. I was hoping you'd still be in a coma.
Yes, yes. They released me just this afternoon. Your folks picked me up.
They did they? Well,
Yes,
let's
they did.
talk about that.
Yeah.
It didn't seem right for her to be alone at Christmas. Busy night, son?
Very busy, Pa. And you're right. No one should have to be alone, especially at this time of year. I'm glad you're here, Lana. It's good to see you up and around. I got my present upstairs for you.
It's good to be up and around and to be here with all of you. I spent several Christmases alone after Aunt Helen passed on. They weren't much fun.
Well, she always did drink.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprised she died.
Mhm.
Too many people never know the joy of this season. For some, it's all they can do to find food and shelter. You try to make things better, but it's a never-ending struggle with this authoritarian government.
It's not your struggle alone, son. If there's any purpose in this life, it's to get drunk and to help others along as they get drunk.
There's
Thanks.
the eggnog. He's having the eggnog early.
Thanks, Timlin.
Yes. Amen to that.
See?
We're just happy that you can take time to be with us, Clark. The eggnog, anyone? Sounds good to me.
I'm so blessed. We all are.
Mm-hmm.
A toast! Here's to family and good friends. May we all get shit-faced drunk tonight.
With the eggnog. Yes.
On eggnog. And keep the spirit of sharing alive all the year.
Could you read that again?
A toast. Here's to my family, good friends.
No.
No.
Which
You're
one?
missing a word in between good and friends.
Oh, sorry. A toast here to my family and my good and friends.
There you go.
May we all find the fortitude to beat Palpatine to death until we get credit. In the spirit of sharing credits all the year. That's my dream. My dream is to be credited every single reading next year.
Speaking of sharing, it's your turn to use the baseball bat.
Yes. And may we all come together, healthy and happy, for many Christmases to come.
Here, here.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Yes, one and everyone wakes up Palpatine.
Mm-hmm.
May the blessings of the season be with you and yours. Raj, Dan, Art, Al, Glenn, John, and Mike.
May the force be with you.
We want to thank you for joining us. We
wish
had
you
a
Merry
great
Christmas.
time and hope you did too. We ask you to please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. That's what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Toot toot.
Also, leave a comment. But
No,
that's
don't do
it.
that. Please don't.
From us to you and all your family, your neighbors, and your and friends. A very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
I want to take this time to apologize to Trusty for not reaching that second hour.
Yes. Joyeux Noel, Bon Natale.
But don't worry, we'll
Feliz
have
Navidad.
6 days of readings.
Feliz Navidad.
For Christmas, trust you'll
Navidad.
get 6 days worth of readings.
Yes.
It'll all be one reading.
From Christmas to New Year's.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Happy breening, everyone.